Okay, so now we go back in.
Like, loosen up, man. Come on here. We know 6 of these people.
I am just trying to juggle things right now, alright? Fuck you. So I also need to pull up the other marker positions. Okay, so real quick, we'll do light parties again. Michael, you're in light party 1. So, I don't know how far into the explanation you were when you joined.
Not very.
Okay.
Well, basically, when I said somebody woke up, he had joined like 5 seconds before that.
Okay, got it. All right, Michael. So, light party 1. If you watch the video, that means that when we're doing snakes 1, you start looking at A and go clockwise. But if melees have to swap, then you go forward and go counterclockwise. But your priority is A clockwise. Make sense? I'll take that as a yes. No, this one. So do this. So healers are going to be on 4, so they're always going to be on the outside corner. Melees are going to be on 1, always on the inside corner. Tanks are going to be on 3, so the left corner, and then range is going to be on 2 on the right corner. And this will always be boss relative, so you'll always be in this position. Okay. And then we'll go over these spots again. So melees are going to be on D and C, so Michael, you'll be on D. And then Aces, you're on B.
You mean D and B?
D and B, yes, correct, sorry. Melees are on D and B, tanks are on A and C. Okay. And then we'll worry about the other markers when we start getting to those mechanics. Let's not overcomplicate things. There. Okay. Anybody have any questions before you start?
When can we pull?
As soon as we're done answering questions. Okay, sounds like there's no questions.
What, you guys want for a timer? 10 seconds? No bards or no dancers, so.
Yeah, well, let's unless DPS need a very specific pull timer, I'd say for now let's just do 10 seconds just to get more reps in.
Alrighty.
Make sure you got some food on if you feel like you need it, which I'd say probably yes. Okay. So, Cole, we're ready whenever you want to do pull timer.
Here we go. Get it. Damn it. He needs to come to the middle, right? It's been a long time.
Oh, we forgot to do pairs. Okay, so where I'm standing right now, this is going to be a ranged and tank. So ranged tanks up front, so melee healers in back. So Michael, you're going to be with me right here on the left side. Out. So you're outside the blue, and then you come in.
Yep.
Okay. What? Yeah. Okay. Probably just wall it, and then we'll go over those positions.
Practicing tank buster. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Forgot to go over those pairs and positions.
That one was in the stack too.
Yeah, I was not looking at Octa.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the volcanic torches. So the pairs. So it's going to be Group 1 melees on one. Group 1 tank, and then Group 1 ranged. So Corn, you're going to be on 1. Off tank and Boots, you'll be on 2. And then the remaining like so. And so these positions correspond to kind of roughly you're going to start roughly here as a pre-position. And this is going to give you the best position to then determine if you need to go to which is your safe spot, and then it also sets you up to be safe for the Phoenix or the Snake. Right? So if let's say it's Phoenix Tetraflare, you'll go into your safe position, and then you'll run inside the black lines as a pair, standing at the corner. So Michael and I, theoretically, we would run to like right here, stack up and wait for the hit, and then once we're hit, then we can spread. Right? If it's Snake and spreads, then Michael would come out to like on 3, and I would spread kind of just anywhere but 4, for example. If it's Phoenix and spreads, then it's going to be the same thing. You just kind of run in, and you want to spread out to the edge of range. So Boots and Corn, you'll go to the edge on the north side, and then me and Iris will come to the edge on the south side. Any questions? Cool. Ready whenever.
Here we go.
Lock in, gamers. Lock in.
It's going to be Tetraflare, so this is going to be partner stacks. So you want to pre-position to your corner. That's out. We should probably just wall it. Yep. So for torches, what you're doing is you're looking for whichever square doesn't have a blue line across it. That's going to be the adjacent square that's safe. If all the outside lines have blue squares, then your inside quadrant is going to be safe. So, if they all have lines, like 4 will be safe. If the corner doesn't have lines on it, 4 will be safe, and so on. Right. So you're looking at Um, you're just trying to see which one doesn't have lines, basically. Right. Octa, so those will be spreads. We will go in after the torches and spread. Let's just wall. We'll just do like quick pulls and walling it after the mechanic until we can start getting through it. And then if anybody has any questions at any time, just ask it. I did not see if it was Octa or Tetra.
It was Tetris, red.
Tetra.
Tetra's partner stacks. So this will be out partner stacks.
I'm back here, one. No, we would jump like right here. On that one there. Like you want to watch this right here. Like watch this line right here, Corn, and watch this line right here. Well, where I was going to. If either one of them too glow, that means those are going to be safe spots. Or they're going to be the not safe spots.
The outline. The outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost always like where you died at. That square right there is almost always going to be like 95% of the time going to be our safe spot. But it can change up still.
So the part that is also like a confusing thing to get used to is that for the volcanic torches, it's the white lines, and then for the phoenix snake, it's the black lines.
Yeah, everybody see these black lines, right? On the floor, like look at the floor, the white and the black lines.
Yeah. So one of the things that I do, Corn, I don't know if you want to try this, is I'm staring at 2 from here. So from 3, I'm staring at 2. If I see it turn left, then I know that this left column is not safe. And then I'm also staring at this column between C and 3. So if that turns left, then I know this back corner is safe. Does that make sense? I get to watch both lines turn at the same time.
All right. I think I might have it. Let's try it.
Okay. Steady spreads. So it'll be in
Inside?
and then spreads.
Wait, first do the thing first, and then go in. Let the fire walls come up first, and then move into the spread or the whatever spot first. After that, it's two mechanics like back to back.
Yeah,
The
it's
releases.
the volcanic torches hits, and then let's just wall it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the volcanic torches hits, and then as soon as it hits, you want to move, you want to step in to the black line. So if your safe spot for volcanic torches is that inside square, you can pre-position inside the black line. But if your safe position is outside the white lines, then you need to wait for the volcanic torches to hit before you move in. But if it's snake, then you can, and your safe spot is outside the white lines, then you can pre-position outside the white and black line. It's just going to be a lot of seeing the different kind of variation. And let's do it.
Can we spread?
This will be in and spread. So go.
Oh, that's such great timing. Oh.
Yeah, so remember to not wait for the animation.
Yeah, just once you see that those connectors running.
Yeah, like
Just wipe it.
yeah, just wait.
Hey, welcome to Final Fantasy rating.
Yeah, it's definitely got a curve.
Yeah, it's
Welcome
always,
to pass fail, but
yeah, it's like almost every mechanic is gonna be mechanic, move, mechanic. Like, there's always like, especially like the current tier, there's always like a dual mechanic, and then there's a check after that, which is like another mechanic that always gonna instantly wipe everybody. So just be ready to do mechanic, move, do mechanic. Kind of eyeball where you want to move. Prep yourself. It's a dance.
That'd be partner stacks. That'll be in.
Wait, come back. Let the wall come off first. Here we go. You did it right.
I just wall it. Tanks are dead. It's tank buster here.
Sorry, what'd you call to the comeback?
Huh? Oh, you moved forward before the firewall went off.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
But-
sorry.
Wasn't the safe for that column on the inside though?
No, mine was. He was right. He was right where he was.
Oh yeah, I instinct res all the time.
Here you go.
Optus spreads. So this will be in and spread.
Buster? Nice.
Nice. Okay, so outside the hitbox, outside the hitbox. Okay. So then we'll watch our debuffs. So DPS are going first. DPS melees are swapping. So Michael, you're starting at 4 and going counterclockwise. Aces, you're going at A and going clockwise.
Make sure you're looking away from the heads.
Yep. And
Got me.
Oh yeah, I got you. I was frozen to correct direction at least.
yeah. Yeah. So with the snakes, the trick is they're gonna pop out, and then there's like a half-second delay before they freeze you. Group 2 is 4 counterclockwise. Group 1 is 8 clockwise. Yeah.
So we start on A and then start moving.
No. What it is that's a priority system for which snake you look at. So 2 snakes are going to come out, and the way you pick which group looks at which snake, and who's resolving on which snake is. Group 1 is going to start with, is the snake on A? Yes, then that's yours. If not, go to 1, go to B, go to 2, go to C, and so on. And Group 2 is doing the same, but with 4, but going counterclockwise. So in that last poll, the first 2 snakes are on 2 and 3. And so what that means is when the snakes pop out, you dodge their blind. The Group 1 would deal with the snake on 2, and Group 2 would deal with the snake on Group 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then it's just that same priority system for the second set of snakes too. Yeah, I think the group system is this is what Party Finder did. So it's a slight change from the video. I think where he had the group swapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the general Party Finder strats. Petra Flare, stacks. Stacks out.
Oh shit, that was out. My bad.
I got you, Corn.
I'm up.
So be out of the hitbox, out of the hitbox. Okay, just wall it because the lists are fucked. Petra player partner stacks. Partner stacks in. Just wallet.
Iris, we fumbled the bag.
So, what are people struggling with? Is it just seeing the safe spot, or okay?
Just practice. You get it.
Yeah. This will be spreads. This will be spreads and out.
Let me go north all the way.
Well,
Actually,
you should stay in for uptime.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. So just wallet. So melees and tanks are always in for uptime, and then all the ranged are edge of the map, north south for that. Michael, you're spreading too far up.
Well, I was gonna say, how fat is that? Because I feel like I'm gonna hit somebody if I go, further than I've been.
Yeah, so I'm gonna come all the way out to the edge here. So that means you can be basically at the corner, the black corner.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, as long as we're all evenly spaced, it's fine. So just come to
Just kind of where that goes. Yeah, where this corner meet.
yeah. So you will have to move the least. Like melees and tanks have to move the least.
That's for both, right? But if we get the Octaflare
Yes.
and Snake, I'll go there. If we get the
Yeah,
Octaflare,
you're
we
just
go
always
out
going
to
there.
the left.
You're always on that black intersection.
Sounds good with me.
And then same thing with Cole. Cole, you'll be able to go to the black intersection, and then Korn will go all the way to the edge. This will be spreads. This will be spreads and in. Perfect. This will be knockback immunity. And okay. Let's just wallet. We also
Okay.
need to go over spread positions for that. So this clock spots that we have to go over. Is it for any of the new raiders? Do you make sure you have like Surecast or arm's length on your hotbar? So when I call knockback, it'll be sure cast or arm's length. Now, clock spots will be, let's see, melees on 3 and 2, respectively. Healers on D and B. Casters on 4 and 1, and then tanks on A and C. Everybody cool with that?
Sounds good.
And then Iris, what healers typically do is they typically cheat in a little bit onto the red markers right there, so that way our healing can hit everybody for that for when it's dogs 1, because everybody's going to get hit. So just being able to cheat in will give us a little bit extra healing power across. So as long as everybody else is on the actual markers and we cheat in, then everybody will be safe.
This is for what?
So you know how for that next mechanic after volcanic torches, he either swung his arm or he did that knockback.
Did the big centaur man or the snake.
Yeah. So if he does the big knockback, we go into those clock positions.
Okay.
That we just went over. And so, yeah.
Because then those little earth things that we get, whatever order we get them in, from there we shift to.
Oh, okay, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
thing, and we need to go in and out, in and out. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
super far away from your mic for me.
I know because I don't want it to pick up my keyboard clicks, but I want it to remain open.
Sure. So what's going to happen is when we're in our clock spots, he's going to slam the ground 4 times, and in sets of 2 in pairs, people are going to get hit. And so you just have to remember which order you got hit in. So I'll count out 1, 2, 3, 4. So just remember your number. If you're 1, you go to 1. If you're 2, you go straight center of the map on that white intersection. 3 and 4, they go to B. And then the second half of the mechanic will happen where the centaur will jump on 1. As soon as he jumps on 1, 1 swaps with 3, and then he'll jump to 2, and then 2 swaps with 4. And then he'll jump to 3, and then he'll jump to 4. And then that's the mechanic.
1 goes to 1, 2 goes to the center, 3 and 4 go to B.
Yeah, and then you just kind of swap out odds and evens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Any questions? Fantastic.
No, well,
Snake man.
What
What's
about
that?
I didn't hear what Michael said.
I said I can't wait to get to the snake man now. They're going over all that.
Yeah, this phase is easy, buddy. It's a snake one where me and you have to use our frontal lobe.
Can't do that. We're melee. It's fucking over.
Giving important rolls to melee was never a good idea.
I know we're just doing prog and doesn't really matter about cooldowns, so if you need me to pop Shroob, just call out for it.
Oh, right. Yeah, cooldowns will not worry about cooldown allocation right now. I think most of us should have gear where, like, all the big hits really shouldn't matter too much. That was Tetra Flare, so this will be partner stacks.
we get 20% echo too?
This will be in, so wait for the explosion, then go inside the block lines with your partner.
I'm playing with Wellbrain.
Yeah, it's just, it's that learning curve. This is knockback. So get into your clock spots. One, 2, 3, 4. So now go. So 1s to 1s, 2s to 2. Now swap. 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 Who else was 3? So this would be north-south safe spots on the inside of the block lines. Okay, so we'll have to go over that mechanic.
Hi guys.
So yeah, Dogs 1 went well. I think the other 3 didn't come through with me. So here, 3 is safe.
Oh, wrong corner. Am I gonna make it?
Yeah, you're fine.
I died. Autos.
Except for the auto.
Yeah.
Auto got me.
Your corpse was on it. That's okay. That counts.
Yep.
I got you.
Do you want to
let's
go over
just-
it or?
I mean, we smashed it the first time. You may as well go over it if we get the centaur again.
Positioning
Yeah,
inside the middle
let's-
square create from the boss snake and a bird.
So here you're going to be inside the black square, inside the center black square, right? So the set of 9, you're going to be at the 5 spot, in your corners with your partner, right? So tanks ranged north, melee healer south, and so
perpendicular.
you're going to look for. There's going to be 1 snake, 1 bird. And so this will tell you if the safe spots are north-south or east-west, right? So in the hypothetical that the safe spot is east-west, what's going to happen is tanks and melees are going to be on the inside spot here, and then ranged is going to move out to the edge here.
To make this
Okay.
easy, find the bird.
And you want to be at this range because we're going to get either all supports are going to get hit or all DPS are going to get hit. So you're going to get an AoE around you. Whoever is not hit needs to then go inside of the tank, the boss's hitbox, and you're going to get a Flame Viper straight line AoE at you. So that means when we go inside the hitbox, we're going to position so that it angles out into the corners. And then whoever was hit by the original AoEs, they're going to stand on C and D outside of the boss's hitbox, right? So that way we don't have to guess where you're standing, and we won't hit you with the Flame Viper straight lines. Okay.
First hit goes to Cardinals. Second hit goes to Intra Cardinals.
Yes. First hit goes to goes.
They get hit and then they go to Cardinals. And
Yeah. Sorry, I was yes. So as long as the first people hit, just kind of stand on that white line. That is, if we're doing the east-west example, the horizontal white line, or if it's north-south, the vertical white line. As long as you're standing there outside the boss's hitbox, you should be safe, because the people who are going to bait the Flame Vipers should be inside the boss's hitbox, kind of generally right here. Right? You want to just run in and make sure you bait it.
My repair bill.
Yeah. I'll repair for you. Okay.
Armor not shiny.
And then head towards your
What was that?
Said armor not shiny.
square.
Uh,
You now get either Nest of Flame Vipers or Tetra Flare.
yeah. So that's the first half of the mechanic. Then the second half is going to be
Okay, I
either.
have a question on the first half. Should I
Yeah.
say now? Okay.
Yeah.
So you and me are on the bottom left, the southwest corner, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So for east-west, we would pivot to B and 2, right?
Right.
And for north-south, if we would pivot to here roughly, and
Yeah.
well, here roughly, right? Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I would stand where I'm standing. You would stand basically again on that corner. You're married to that black corner.
Yeah.
Right. That is your safe, comfortable spot. It read you bedtime stories as a kid. You want to stay there. All right.
I love that spot.
Yeah. So for most mechanics that pivots around the north, south, east, west, and kind of everything, that's just where you stay.
Okay.
As a melee. And yeah, everything like so. The positions that we went over for the east-west, it's all just going to be relative to north-south as well. So you're still on that inside corner. I'm on the outside corner, and you're just kind of swinging on your corner. So the second half of the mechanic is going to be either Nested Flame Vipers or Tetra Flare. And so what's going to happen is there's going to be two snakes on the outside. So they're all the cardinal squares, so that the center square and then the north, south, east, west square are going to be danger zones. We are going to need to go to the outside corners. And so if it's Tetra Flare, then it's very simple. We just stack with our partner in the outside corner, staying within melee range for uptime. If it is Nest of Flame Vipers, then we need to spread out because each person is going to get hit with a Flame Viper line AoE. So we need to make sure that the ranged go out sufficiently far as to create angle that the melees don't get hit. The melees will want to cheat to the side a little bit. So melees will want to stand roughly here, and then ranged will want to be all the way out in this kind of corner section, right? So that's for if the cast is Nest of Flame Vipers, but if it's Tetra Flare, it's same thing. Just stack with your buddy.
Okay, that same. So here the bird is on the north-south, targeting all of the DPS. And here we get Tetra Flare, so everybody stacks on their partner in the corner. Torch is a safe spot in the corner.
And
Flare,
let me
so
just
everybody
double check
stacks
the
on their
video,
partner
see if
in the
there's
corner.
any.
Just go in. Here the bird mechanics, but what happened if you got the opposites within the black lines? At the intercard, we get double birds.
Is
So
it
the
all
safe
that
spot
in
will
the
be in.
infernal torches again?
Yeah. Oh, right. Here's the other variation. So when I said that we were going to get two snakes on the outside, so only the four outer corners are safe. The other variation is going to be double bird, which means we have to do all the spreads and stacks in that center square. So if it's double bird and it's Tetra Flare, then we just stack with our partner inside that center black square. If it's double bird, Nest of Flame Vipers, then we go to those clock spots that we use for Dog 1, right? So it's going to be the same positions. We just stand in that orientation inside the black square. Any questions?
Are we good?
Yep. Let's rip it, and then
All right,
if we get snakes, then we'll just kind of
Forget everything
practice
you
snakes
said.
and.
What was that?
Tetra.
Stack.
Okay.
This is Tetra in, so you can pre-position in. Some of us are dead.
Shit. My bad. Or I should have moved forward.
I just wallet. Practice the tank swap, yeah.
I terrorized my teammates. Let's go.
Or is it not Tetra?
No, it was
No.
Tetra. What happened is that when a pair is dead, that extra Tetra Flare goes to other people, and so one stack is gonna get two Tetra Flares and die.
Yeah, you died because I died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Now, so smooth brain is coming in.
Cole, if we get that combo again, do you want me to run in with you, or was I fine where
Yeah,
I was?
yeah. Let's stay closer.
Okay.
That way I'm in the melee box.
Gee Willikers corn.
Octa.
This will be spreads. Spreads and out. I fucked up. I called it and I did the wrong thing.
That's my raid lead.
Out.
Not necessarily.
No,
Yeah, it is out.
now it is.
Okay, so this will be group 1 starting at A clockwise, group 2 4 counterclockwise. Supports are going first. Tanks are swapping.
Oh no.
Yep.
Michael, we technically did it right. Let's fucking go.
I was gonna say, did we do it correctly? My God.
Technically, yes. I pre-moved early, so I got petrified, but we killed it. Me and you, we're gaming. We're gaming.
I would like to blame that wipe on Amy's daughter.
That's what I'm saying. You took my keyboard, buddy.
Oh my god. Petriflare, partner stacks. Partner stacks out. Fantastic. Knockback immunity. Clock spots. No, clock spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to 1s, 2s to 2s. Swap. Swap. Perfect. Alright, and then we'll get to our corners. Ready for the next mechanic. So remember, we're watching for north-south safe or east-west safe. It is north-south safe. Melee's up front. Melee's to C, so supports should have run in. And this would be Tetraflare, so we would be stacking outside. Fucking 4 is safe. No, 4 is not safe. 1 was safe. You're right. Yeah, just wall it.
I don't see what this is.
It's just it's the opposite of whatever
Snake
the
2?
first. Yeah, or snake 1.
Oh, yeah, snake 1, yeah.
Yeah. So if it was dog first, then you get snake afterwards. If it was snake first, you get dog afterwards. Just wrote it. I think that was just to get used to seeing it. So as soon as the AOE's on the first group go off, the other group needs to go in. The flare. This will be spreads. This will be spreads and in.
Oh no, I found him too early.
I got him.
Nope.
Out of hitbox. Support's going first. There are no swaps. No, sorry, tanks are swapping. Tanks are swapping.
My dude didn't get frozen.
I got frozen. I'm gonna get other people frozen.
Booey. So what are people confused about for snakes? Just so I can explain it.
Okay, tank swap. I start going opposite way. I go.
No. So that's only if melee DPS swap.
Oh, that's only if.
Yeah. So the tanks and melees are independent of if they swap or not, but both tanks and melees might have to swap.
Okay, good. I was gonna fuck up that mechanic anyway. Then.
Yeah. So it'll be tank swap, melee swap, or tanks and melee swap.
And if the melee swap, then I go opposite. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So it's yes. So let me be more specific. There's either no swap, it's a tank swap, it's a melee swap, or it's a tank and melee swap, right? So there is a chance that there is no swap for either group. So the best way to determine if you have a swap is if both melees have the same icon, if both melees are either a gaze or if they're both the green puddle. So if both tanks are a gaze, then tank swap. If both tanks are the puddle, then tank swap.
You can't be saying that nowadays, Ike.
Shut up. Gays love me. So one thing you can do is if you're it may or may not be helpful for you, but you can reorder your party list manually.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you press O and go into your party list, I don't know if some people are on controller here, but if you open your party list, if you click on a name in the party list, in the bottom left you'll see up and down arrows highlight. You can reorder the list manually.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah. So you can put your your melee partner or your melee counterpart right under you, so you can see if you need to swap or not.
Oh yeah, that's just what I did. Okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah, and so just reminder, Group 1, priority is A clockwise, Group 2 is 4 counterclockwise, and for positioning, it's best positioning-wise if everybody just stands directly middle underneath the boss, because then it's easier for you to dodge the snake gazes as they come out. So everybody just stack underneath the boss, and that way you won't be, trying to like juggle like, oh, I need to get out of the way of somebody with a gaze or anything like that.
I'll be honest, I totally forgot that the snakes do a gaze.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's the snakes pop out, then it's like half a second, and then they do the gaze.
I got hit that too. It was like they popped out, and I thought they did it, and then they just went, and I'm like, ah, shit. Well, I guess I'm killing everybody.
Yeah.
You ready?
Octaflare spreads. This will be in and spread. Out of hitbox. Alright, so stack up underneath boss. DPS are going first. There are no swaps. Group 1A clockwise, Group 2 4 counterclockwise. I killed half the group. That's my
Oh
bad.
yeah,
I mean, we were gonna die anyways. Looked like there was a commotion over at 1.
Corn, did you also have a...
Yeah,
So,
so is one of us just supposed to stand out at that happens?
Wait, so what happened?
Corn and Aces had the poison. They both were in Group 1, I believe, and they both ran to 1.
Corn and Aces. You two are in 2 separate light parties, so you... Aces, you would have... Your priority is 4 counterclockwise, so you shouldn't have been at 1, you should have been at 3.
Of course I'm counterclockwise, it's Joe.
man. The smooth brain strikes again.
It's
Yeah,
each over.
So Corn, you were right, Aces, you went the wrong spot. You were acting as if there was a swap.
My bad, I have brain damage.
I know. Petriflyer, so partners. Partners in. Partners in. I got him. Knockback. One, two, three, four. Nice. So with your partner, east-west is safe. Watch for the explosion. DPS in. Tetra player, party partners. Partners in. Holy shit, boots.
I pooped a little on that one.
Out of hitbox. Okay, stack up under. Support's going first. There's a tank swap. So what happened there?
I think someone got petrified when they were supposed to clear there, so it cleaved all of us and we died.
Gotcha. Okay. Tetraflyer partners. This will be partners in. Out of hitbox. It's back under. There are no swaps. Support's going first. B did not get frozen. So that would have been...
That would have been me. I was
DPS.
petrified under boss.
Okay.
Which, just to reiterate, if you have the petrify, you go walk and you look at your snake, right?
Yeah, you want to run up to it to avoid hitting people. So...
Got it.
Okay, now I have a question.
I cannot hear you.
Okay, let me just go closer to my microphone. Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, so so for those snake mechanics, is it gonna be the same people getting the? How do I want to put this? Would aces and me, regardless of swap, always get the same ad? Does that make sense?
So that's what the priority system is.
Okay.
Right. So in group 1, you start by looking at A. So if there is a snake on A, that you claim A.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So if you have gaze, that means you're gazing A. If you have the puddle, you're waiting for the gaze to happen, and then you run out and kill the snake. Right?
Yeah.
Then if A doesn't have a snake, you're always going clockwise from A. So A is your highest priority, 1 is your next highest priority,
Okay.
B is your next highest priority.
I get that part. That part's fine.
Sure.
My question is, me and aces are in separate groups, correct?
Correct.
So we should start at, my understanding, go A and go opposite directions. So I go to A1, B2, C, and aces goes 1, G, D, 3,
43.
4, that's a 4, not a G. Great, okay, yeah. Okay, so look at it. Are you telling me that doesn't look like a G?
Fucking G, dude.
Thank you.
We know, man.
So in that
Just split it.
situation, would aces and me really ever almost get to the same zip?
No, I don't think it's possible for you to ever
Do
have
you
the
see
same.
my issue?
No.
Is the last couple times that we've run it, I've been with aces on
The
one
problem is, I
two.
was going the wrong way the entire time.
That's true, I guess. But you shouldn't have been at B that time, though, right?
Yes, I was petrified under boss, though, so I couldn't get B.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just got to be careful because they can move pretty far from where they start. So
Yeah, there is this weird rule of like if the snakes come out and go clockwise, then it's inner cardinals. If they go counterclockwise, it's cardinals or something like that. I don't remember the specific rule.
I don't have enough brain power to think about that.
Yeah, you should have. If you're stacked under the boss, you should have enough time to make a micro adjustment for when it comes out.
Yeah,
right, so
that's okay. I haven't been having problems with that yet.
Yeah, so that's just one of the benefits of stacking under the boss is that like you don't have to dodge. It's it's a little bit more risky in the fact if somebody with a puddle gets frozen, then like we all die. But like in theory, it's easier to make the micro adjustments that you need to for when the snakes come out. So yeah, so did that answer your question, Michael? It was
Yeah.
just aces being
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. Rocket Flare. This will be spreads. This will be spreads and out. Out of hitbox. Stack under. DPS going first. No swaps.
No. I ran too early. I also got fucking gazed by something.
Snakes 1 is unironically probably, aside from maybe Chthonic Vents, the hardest mechanic in Phase 1. Unironically.
It feels like that snake timer is just really weird after they pop out.
It is. You literally have to wait like half to like 75% of a second. It's kind of fucked up what they did. Tons of groups just like could not do Snake 1. It was a kind of a trap party and party finder a lot of the time for Snakes 1. Tetraflare parties partners. Partners out. Out of hitbox. DPS going first, no swaps.
I'm petrified.
Are people still just getting caught up on the timing of it?
Michael, did you have the poison or the glare there?
I had the poison.
Yes, Iris, I believe so.
Yeah, so the 1 and 2 just identifies which group is going first. It'll either be all DPS with a 1 and then supports with a 2, or all supports with a 1 and all DPS with a 2. I believe that was Tetraflare.
Yes, it was.
Tetraflare out. Tetraflare out. Out of hitbox. Support's going first. There are no swaps.
Oh,
I'm fairly certain I got petrified due to a skill issue.
I would probably confirm that if I was paying attention.
Did we go to the right one, Corn?
We both had poison, right?
Yes.
yeah, you did. That was weird. Was there a
Wait.
swappiness there?
There shouldn't have been. I was pretty sure Aces and
Me and Aces had separate buffs.
Yes.
yeah. Then if you and Aces had separate buffs, then it should have been fine. There should have been no swap.
I blame my
means-
tanks.
What?
Excuse.
What?
I'm pretty
sorry,
sure
I
sports
defined
have that perfect.
perfectly.
I think there
The,
was supposed to be a swap.
Right.
yeah, I had the first one. Me and my partner did the one
Yeah,
on
we
A
did.
perfect too.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of weird. I didn't see a swap there either. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't think there was a swap. I think
I don't know.
let's just run it back.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Another one we'll blame on Amy's daughter.
Or I can't say the other one with a straight face. The other one's just way too disgusting. Petriflare partners. So need partners in. Out of hitbox. There is no swaps. Yeah, no swaps. DPS going first.
Oh, We both have poison again. Great. Okay, something's going wrong.
Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to kill mine.
Both had poison again.
Don't
So
worry.
me
I took a
and
screenshot.
Me and Aces both had the gaze. We're both in Light Party 2.
Yeah.
Would it be beneficial to like stop for a second, make sure everybody has their light parties, and organize their party lists?
Yeah, give me. Unless I just fucking
Hi guys, and welcome
misremember the mechanic, let me double check.
on the
Another
stream.
thing
Just
that
take
I'm
a
noticing
second
here,
to
I'm
either
doing it
feel like
myself
two
too,
or
is
more
on
in
the
apps,
gaze,
look
if
for
you have
BF5,
the
remind to watch players
you know,
health
the-
when they're taking
the
a green
auto-
puddle, whereas the gaze does no damage.
you know, when you get the character, your character turns towards the boss, like making sure that you're you're positioning yourself so you're not getting hit by the regular gaze. You know, whenever they come out.
Yeah, no.
So I'm noticing I'm getting hit by that quite a bit, and that's my fault. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, let's just take a quick. You can take a quick 10, but I'm just a fucking idiot.
Isn't
Hell
it
yeah, brother.
be the flex? So if there is a swap, Melee's the one who has to flex it.
Yeah, no. So what it is. Sorry, I'm a fucking idiot. You look at your light party partner. If you have the same as your light party partner, then the melee swap.
Okay, so I should be looking at Aces. I should be looking at Corn.
Yes, that's my mistake. I fucked up. Yeah, so reposition your party list so that way you're next to your light party partner. So Aces and Boots, Michael and Corn, me and Cole, and Iris and Ardwin. That's my mistake. I'm just a fucking Neanderthal.
Holy fuck, I'm the only one who uses my actual name on. That's scary.
I'm definitely not calling you One Phil.
I don't see why not. Okay.
You couldn't pay me enough.
Ardoin gets the pass because that's literally the only name we know them by. You, buddy, you're just Michael. You're gonna deal with it.
I don't know if that's true or not. You say just Michael. It sounds like it's, it sounds derogatory almost.
That's because it is.
I mean, my character name in Final Fantasy XIV was made after all of my WoW characters were name changed to have the word boot in it in some way, and mine is a lore accurate Lalafell name.
It is, and I kind of
Japanese word for boots.
God, that's so much RP commitment, and it's fucking.
Well, it also helped that like I had a character named Butsu in WoW, and then the Lalafell lore accurate name is AABAB for female Dunesfolk Lalafell. So I was like, fuck it, we'll do that. And then I ended up they released Demon Hunter, and I made my Demon Hunter Bubutsu. So then I had a Bubutsu and a Butsu in WoW.
Yeah.
I'm very simple.
I had one good idea in middle
I
school.
like and I stick to it.
I had one good idea in middle school, and I peaked. So that's my name for everything.
Well, you see, nothing goes well with aces, and I thought of the first word, and that was dweeb. Therefore, in any game where I have to have a first and a last name, it's aces dweeb.
I really wish you could modify the party list and put yourself at not the top.
Yeah. That would be nice, but I mean, at least being able to reorder it. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of weird having this DPS sandwich.
yeah, I mean, you could always just like invert it so that all the DPS are on top.
I just made it weird where it's just like Light Party 2 is at the top and then like the tanks are touching, so it's just like a mirror image of itself.
Yeah.
But even then, that feels weird because the healers aren't grouped together. It's just all sorts of wrong. I would do that, Cole, but all I have is Paladin at 90, and while I like Paladin,
yeah, I don't want to tank.
Exactly.
I'm not comfortable in this game enough to be able to tank and not want to like rend my eyes out whenever I make a mistake.
Well, that's why I like tanking as a paladin in like dungeons and shit. Like if you make a mistake, oh no,
Hollow ground.
It's not a huge deal. If you make a mistake as like Dark Knight, you're dead.
Dark Knight's awful. I hate playing Dark Knight.
Sorry for you.
Dude, just play Warrior. Like, whatever the answer is, just play Warrior.
Exactly, man. Play Warrior.
It's actually just the master class.
It is. It doesn't matter the game either. It's the best class in every fucking game.
I'm slowly leveling it up. I'm just taking my time with it. You know, a dungeon a week or so.
The answer is always Warrior.
Could be worse. Could be Gunbreaker. I don't know if they fixed their opener where it was 2 minutes of if you fuck up, your damage is dog shit.
I think it's getting improved a bit in Dawn Trail.
I hope so.
I'm just waiting for the day Gunbreaker is just not jank.
Why is it jank though? I mean, I don't play it. I only play Warrior, so.
It's it's continuation during like mitigation.
Oh.
That and also the dealio of if you there's just sometimes in like fights where it's optimal where you want to AoE combo so you have cartridges for the next phase, right? Which as a concept that just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But with a next expansion, no, it's not a next expansion. All we gotta do is just make fucking Bloodfest a 1 minute and then the problem solved.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing that.
Sadly.
They are still sticking with the 2 minute meta, man. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna look at adjusting that in 8.0. Whatever's after Dawn Trail.
It's just not fun. I hate the 2
Yeah,
minute
just
meta.
cuck the potencies, make it a 1 minute so I can press the button and it feels good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it used to be. It's kind of like WoW, man. Back then, like you had your opener, and you had your Bloodlust phase. In FF, it used to be like you had your opener, and then you had like at 6 minutes, everything would just come together. Then, and you would just get that
another
chunk of
Bloodlust.
damage. Yeah. Oh man, it felt so good. And usually there was almost always timed, like right after like a mechanic where you can't hit the fucking boss or something. So
it's just another reopener.
Yeah, it's just a reopener. It just fucking felt good, man. And plus, you weren't dependent on 2 minutes. You weren't worried about if the dancer is lagging and you don't have tactical mastery up or whatever the fuck.
Right, because the mechanic would let all the cooldowns reset.
Yeah. You just worried about yourself, and it was just great. All right, are you ready? Ready check?
Yeah, let's do a ready check.
Get some more fools in. Them were the good days, though.
Yeah, I think we've made a decent prog just in the first night.
Yeah.
Dog 1 is solved, Torches is solved, Snakes is coming together despite me. We've seen the it's technically the quarter point of the fight. Octaflare, this will be spreads. Spreads in. Spread, spread, spreads. Knockback. Box spots.
Ooh.
I did a global late fuck.
Yeah. I didn't get a thing at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my fault too. I fucking.
Oh, we're terrorists.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as his leg binding shatter, you can pop knockback.
The problem was I was in the middle of a mudra.
Well, don't be in the middle of a mudra.
Get better, man.
You're telling me not to do my Naruto hand sign?
Calm down, weeb. You didn't even finish Naruto, so fuck you.
I didn't finish Shippuden. Very
Also,
big distinction.
It's all one continuous story, so suck a dick.
It's all one continuous story with tons of filler, which doesn't mean shit.
Well, don't watch it, man. You gotta read it.
I did read it all.
Or just skip the filler episodes. I did not see what this was.
It was Tetra.
Okay, fantastic.
We lost in Naruto, it's over.
Out of hitbox. Okay, tank swap. DPS going first.
I'm petrified. I don't know how.
That was a lot cleaner though, and obviously because we're using the correct strat.
I will not kill my healer this pool.
Oh. Okay. I missed it.
Octaflare.
Octa spread.
Okay, thank you. Spread and out. Out of hitbox. DPS going first. Tanks swap.
Ah, fuck.
It's okay, Iris. I'm pretty sure I heard Michael say, "Ah, fuck," before I saw you say, "I messed up," so we're gonna blame that one on Michael.
Hey, you did, but I still hit the ad correctly.
He got his one. He got his one.
Yeah, you can't argue with the results.
Oh, it's just such a weird timing. It feels icky.
So
I tend to get petrified on the way back from either petrifying or killing something.
yeah, the way back is, yeah, that's definitely kind of if you're if you're petrifying, you usually have enough time to make it back and look the other direction. And it also depends. So like if it's on the intercardinals, so if it's on 1, 2, let's say it's on adjacent intercardinals, right? So 1 and 4, then coming back is a lot more dangerous than if it's on, say, 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, right? Because on the way back, for 1 and 4, you're always going to be looking at a snake. But if you're coming back from 1 and 3, then you're going to be looking at the other first snake, and so like you can just run straight to the boss and be fine. So
I haven't played a lot with these don't look mechanics. How wide is my cone of looking? Like, is it 180 degrees in front of me, or is it like?
No, it's Cole. Do you have a good answer
Is
for that?
that like 45
Yeah.
degrees?
Yeah,
The initial gaze, like whenever the snake first comes out and becomes targetable, is room wide. I do believe.
Well, no, he's asking for the player cone of vision.
No, the cone. Yeah, it's just it's like, yeah, it's like 30.
So if you select yourself, the same with you target a target, and you slice it into the little quadrants to tell you the side, the back, and the front. It's just the front cone, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, so like if you just run up like right on top of the mob and point yourself at him, he'll look at him.
So
we're talking about two different things. I'm saying when they do their petrifying gaze, how wide do I not need to be looking at them? Can I?
So just
if
here's the rule of thumb.
If they're looking at your side, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, your front 90 degrees. Your front 90 degrees. Let's just put it that way.
That's
yeah.
I've been giving it much more work than that because I just.
Just remember, there's 2 of them.
Yeah. So that's obviously a tricky part. So if we imagine that C is the boss, right? If a snake comes out on, let's say, A and B, right? I'm positioning myself just like this.
Yep.
Right, and then I never have any issues. And then let's say my group is second, right? So the first snakes are on A and B, and it supports second, which means that the snakes are going to be on D and C. As soon as the snakes come out and the glare happens for A and B, I just run through the boss and turn around.
That's exactly how I've been doing it. So okay, so we're good.
Right.
I'm glad about this.
And so then, as soon as the next snakes come out, their gaze happens. Then I just go, right. If it's like on, let's say, 2 and 4, then I'm positioned again, just staring through perpendicular to the 2 snakes, and then I just rotate. Right. My goal is to always be perpendicular to the snakes. if they're on inner cardinals. Or yes, if they're across. I'm not going to confuse it too much. Just I just try and be perpendicular as a rule of thumb.
Thank you. Yeah, actually that helps a lot because now I can see it better in my head.
If it's like two adjacent, like 2 and 3 or 1 and 4 or whatever, then like you obviously can't be perpendicular per se, but you kind of can. No, yeah, perpendicular still works actually. Yeah, always be perpendicular. I missed it.
Octa.
Octa?
Yes.
Okay. Octa out. Knockback. Get to your clock spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swap. Swap. Nice. Alright, in your corner with your partner. East-west. This would be in clock spots. Yeah. Okay, so... One is safe, yeah. So remember, for that mechanic, we're not stacking with our partner to take the hit, we're stacking with our partner to know which direction we're swinging. But the first hit is a spread mechanic for everyone. So it's either going to target all supports or it's going to target all DPS. So melees and tanks on the inside, healers and ranged against the wall. Yeah, I think we got time for one more poll. I missed it again. This will be whatever inside. Spreads, I guess. Nope, it was Tetra. Wallet. That's my bad. It's just... Yeah.
My raid leader's strolling.
I need to stop thinking about other mechanics while I'm doing mechanics. Petra, partners. Partners in. Out. DPS going first. Melees are swapping.
You did it?
4 wasn't.
Nope, we
frozen.
didn't have. We didn't. Yeah,
didn't?
we didn't have a petrification on 4.
Oh.
We almost did it.
Yeah, we almost did it. That was a lot better though.
Good
Almost
enough
did
for
it.
crisis averted.
Yes, sir.
East-west safe. Remember to spread. DPS in. This would be in clock spots and everybody spread. B2 is safe.
I'll provoke them up.
A knockback. And then this would be dogs 1 the same way. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're not going to get people up, so just wall it. Okay, that was a lot better.
Question.
Answer.
Does phase 1 die at 50 or 0?
50, I think, right?
50.
49.
49, yeah, technically. You have to get past 50%.
Actually.
Hey, that 1% matters.
It did matter on Prague. It actually mattered on Prague.
Yeah, it did. They actually nerfed it. What Yoshi V came out and said good, didn't he?
That was for phase 2.
No,
I don't think they touched. I don't think they touched phase 1.
Yeah, they did. They nerfed it by They nerfed it. I do believe.
If they,
well, check it.
Then it would have been by 2%. Yeah, is what the nerf was. But yeah, so I mean that was the scheduled time. See, 30 PST. So GG's. Is actually a lot of prog for day 1.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Halfway
it was a
through
lot of fun
phase-
too.
Halfway through phase 1.
Man, I have to actually look at the phase 2 video now. Darn.
Sorry, I was late, guys. I just slept in.
Yeah. So.
I would like to formally apologize for Iris for killing her in multiple pools because I've refused to stack for uptime. Also, I'm an idiot, and I forgot it was a stack.
Good night, Irish.
Night, Iris.
Night.
Night, Iris.
Um, oh, let me do this while
Oh yeah,
people
how
are
you do
still
link
here.
shell, link shell shit.
Yeah, I got it. Got it.
Man, DPS was actually pretty good too. But I guess
Yeah,
echoing
I
too.
wasn't looking at DPS yet. So.
I was.
I put logs in the chat.
It was pretty consistent, and everybody was kind of like in the place where they should be
Okay, cool.
for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I don't put too much stock in like first day prog DPS.
Yeah.
Bro, you got some refugees here. Okay, this 2.5
Yeah.
global cooldown's kind of funky.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, man. I mean, you're hitting two. You should be hitting 2 other fucking buttons in between the GCD.
He just likes to complain.
Quit complaining.
My bad.
And plus, you gotta move like positionals and shit, man. Come on, you're still fucking busy.
I mean, Ninja only has a rear positional. They don't have a flank positional, so.
You're stupid and you have brain damage.
What?
Who the fuck uses Armor Crush?
You do not use fucking Horizon to refill your fucking Hutonge. That's my raid leader. This man is a savage raider. I'm becoming an ultimate raider.
You show him, Aces.
This man can't even do his
How about you do snakes correctly? How about that?
Tell me I'm the problem.
Got him.
Alright, guys, I'm out.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Okay, Cole, you're gonna have to do some PR so they stay.
Oh, they're fine.
Yeah, you need to get down on your hands and knees and beg for apologies on behalf of Aces.
Please.
They're fine. The only concern is Iris, or not Iris. Iris doesn't care. Arduin is I kind of had that too. Is the 4 hours? You know, is that really gonna be enough time? Whenever we're actually progging. And,
Yeah.
New content.
I mean, I'm somewhat optimistic after this first day, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like we picked up the mechanics pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean, I think this fight is the hardest of all the Savage fights, personally, of the entire raid tier.
Lord, I had to like, actually use my brain and like make decisions. It's crazy. And wow, you get to do that like maybe 2 times on a mythic fight.
Yeah. No, I told you guys you'd probably enjoy this. I was gonna ask you guys how you liked it so far. Having this been your first actual 14 fight.
Why? This is now like the 3rd.
Okay.
This time it was fun.
Yeah, he went into UCOP for like 30 minutes once.
Yeah, and he went into P9S for like 30 minutes once too.
True and real.
So.
UCOP sucked because I had forced downtime because every time I would get the ball mechanic.
Yeah.
I like having to actually do mechanics and having to rely on other people to do mechanics, rather than just cheesing your way through like some guilds.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely fights where you can cheese certain mechanics, but you can't cheese all of them, right?
Yeah.
Like, Cole, did you do the 2nd tier?
Yeah.
So like P6 with
you
just tank LB and you just said
Oh
fuck
yeah,
that
you can.
mechanic.
Yeah. We did that one time for like the kill, and then after that it was like no, because the mechanic is too easy.
Yeah,
there's no reason to fucking do that.
Yeah, I mean,
we just
there's
say correctly.
Yeah, it like there's definitely mechanics that like you can just like cheese with like a tank LB to just like say fuck it, we're like we don't care about the damage.
Yeah, you just get the damage down, and then mechanics like almost at the end of the fight anyway.
Yeah, and like you can sometimes just beat that mechanic in terms of DPS. Yeah. So like you definitely have those, but they're it's a lot less common than in WoW, where you just like say fuck mechanics like half the time. It feels like.
Yeah, and you can't really do that either. Like there's so many mechanics where the follow-up mechanic is a check for the previous mechanic, where if you didn't do the previous mechanic correctly, it's an auto wipe.
Yeah.
Like you can't really carry people in current content in this game like you can in WoW, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody has to play. That's why you can't really
Claire for ones. Yeah. Claire for ones are a lot harder, it feels like.
Yep. Because everybody needs to know the mechanic. Or if you do want to carry somebody, you literally have to have somebody pilot your fucking character. Which is, don't do that.
Can't have a group full of Amy's.
Yeah, no, you can't.
All I'm saying is that the best way to describe it in WoW player terms, we all done Fate Scribe with Crisis Averted. If a motherfucker like Amy got the rings, we were cooked.
Yeah, Fate Scribe was.
You talking about Amy?
Well.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, okay. Now I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, Fate Scribe and SOD, dude.
Yeah.
Was I there for that?
I wasn't there for that. I was in.
I think that was the tier you left, Boots.
I left in BFA.
Was Fate Scribe in Sanctum or was it in Sepulcher?
It was Sanctum.
Sepulcher.
It was Sepulcher, because I did Fate Scribe with Crisis.
It was Sanctum of Domination. It was either you did Fate Scribe or you did the the Scuff Sludge Fist. Then you would go to KT.
Oh, you're talking. Oh. Sorry, I was thinking of the one from Nathria who came back in Sepulcher.
That's Zymox.
Zymox, yeah. No, yeah. The rings. No, I still did this with Crisis actually. We did this when they were fated raids, I think.
And it was god awful.
Did you guys do any mythic with Crisis?
Oh fuck no.
Do you think Crisis could do mythic?
Oh, see, yeah, on BFA, me and Thera, we made them do mythic. And and what's that? Battle of Dazor. It was like you guys gotta do mythic because me and Thera kind of just took over raiding from the guild like all together.
Yeah, partner. I joined in Shadowlands. Someone just like grabbed me off the street because I just like got back in the game.
And this fucking nerd grabbed me.
Yeah, BFA wasn't too bad with Crisis. Can't speak for Shadowlands though.
Shadowlands was kind of a shit show. At least Sanctum was.
Like I had cool ass people though in fucking BFA. Like we had Drink. I don't know if you guys know Drink. And, we had Stern tanking as well. We had Zuri. We had a bunch of like we had a two. Like we just had all kinds of really cool people.
Yeah. It was also back before people got way stressed the fuck out and started going batshit crazy.
Well, Teals was also leading the guild too whenever I had joined it, and Kath wasn't even really around. Like
he was I think he was still technically the leader, but he was like gone because of work.
Yeah.
But Kath is probably what killed it.
I literally had no idea that Kath was even the leader,
In my opinion, that is exactly what killed it, was Kath being the fucking lead. I fucking despise talking to him, okay? It was just like, you bring anything up, it's like, yeah, you're just a bitch. I'm like, what does that mean, brother?
Yeah, I totally get that.
Partner, don't tell me to pull myself up on my bootstraps in World of Warcraft. Come out of here. You're the one who fucked it up.
Fine, the alcoholism's the best part.
Yeah.
Hey, Boots.
Yeah.
We need an FC house, man.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
We've been trying, man. Like, We have 4 people bidding on fucking houses every week. On the same house, actually trying to win it, but goddamn.
I mean, I'm probably the last person you should talk to about housing because I mean, I have an apartment which I bought this expansion, and I just filled it with shit and the only reason I bought it is because there's plenty, like, it doesn't go away, and I had a retainer full of housing shit that wouldn't sell on the market board, so I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, just dump it.
Yeah.
I wish I could fucking turn my house into a SC house. You should be able to do that, man. That's so lame. I guess you could sell it too, though. I guess I don't want that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind not having to pay, you know, or being able to take a break. I haven't taken a break from this game since day 1 of Shadowbringers. That's like almost fucking 5 years. Yoshi P's my landlord.
Yeah, partner. I'm gonna be stuck here for a while because I don't know about y'all. I'm not very interested on Anduin listening to Linkin Park what I've done after he got fucking possessed. That's, you know what I mean?
Hasn't he always been like edgy and depressed though?
He was not edgy and depressed. He was edgy and depressed after he got fucking mind controlled in Shadowlands, which is Shadowlands lore. Therefore, it's bad.
Yeah, but he was not edgy and depressed. He was like always kind of like weirdly angsty.
Well, he was always angsty, but he was always like chipper and optimistic. Like, we can talk and work it out. We don't have to go to war.
Fucking Anduin's just an anime character. He's just Naruto.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you know what happened? He had a fucking bell broken on him.
Well, then his dad died and shit. Like, it's kind of.
He had a bell broken on him. His dad died after he recovered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about all the other people in the fucking alliance whose dad died.
That's true.
like fuck you, Anduin.
Well, to be fair, he
was
was
both
raised...
his dads died. Sorry, both of them.
Yeah, both his dads died. He was raised by a dragon. Didn't really know his dad until his dad stopped being a slave. So I mean, there's a little bit of sympathy for him, but then I remember that, like, oh wait, like this is a dark, grim,
his
crazy
problem, man,
universe.
Is that he wanted to be a priest instead of a warrior. If he was a warrior, he wouldn't. None of this shit would even.
That's why he's trying to That's why he's trying to change to paladin now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's trying to bring you back, but it's too late, man. Should have gone warrior to begin with.
He's actually just a priest player.
Yeah, but isn't the holiness from the priest and like the holiness from the paladin two separate things?
Technically, no.
No, they both serve
I mean, it's
light.
all the light, but the paladin's more justice and shit.
Okay, I don't know enough about WoW lore to know if like the paladin like light Naru is the same as the priest light Naru shit.
Yeah, they're all the same.
I think yes.
Okay.
It's all the same being. Naru, whatever the fuck the humans.
It's all aliens.
Yeah.
It's all some space crystals, dude.
Exactly.
It's all conspiracy.
Gotcha.
It's all insert random bullshit that they add to the lore to try to make it more interesting, but then they end up fucking it up.
True and real.
They probably could have just left it as the light and just like
They could have.
Just never explained it, and people probably would have been fine.
Yeah.
So they started to explain it is literally just because of Draenei, and it was mainly explained in like Legion, which in my opinion, WoW lore peaked in Legion, and then it just fell off from there. Like as an overall lore type of deal, because there was like highlights, like Shadowlands and Aetherius was like just a sick villain, and I don't really know anything for BFA.
What was BFA? I mean, it was just war.
It was just damn.
It was just war.
It was just war.
Goblins and gnomes found oil, and then we just started warring for it. It is what it is.
Yeah,
This
there you go.
dude showed up.
Exactly.
All I know is I'm ready for Eve with horses.
Eve with horses.
Ashes of Creation.
Oh.
True.
Really?
It is the same game type as Eve, as in that it's a social sandbox. So that's why people call it Eve with horses. But everything I've seen about it looks interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks like garbage, man.
No,
All I'm saying is
all the stuff on the wiki, not like the actual play right now, because it's in Alpha 1. They're having an Alpha 2 test later this year, and they're not even anywhere near close to beta. They've actually had to revamp the entire combat system because people were like, in the first alpha, were like, this combat's kind of boring. And they're like, yeah, you're right. We're going to fix it.
At least they're fixing it.
I also like it in that the devs have said that they are not planning to balance classes on a 1-to-1, on a 1v1 level. So like certain classes will do better against other classes, and there's like 15 to 30 classes technically, because there's like, I think there's like 6 base classes, and then you can pick a subclass, and that changes your class.
Okay, I've been waiting on this game for 7 years now. Holy shit.
I've been waiting on fucking Beyond Good and Evil 2 for like 15 fucking years. Alright?
Yeah, that ain't never happening.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen anything that says it's been canceled though, but like...
No, what's gonna happen is that Ubisoft's gonna be like, we're finally developing Beyond Good and Evil 2. It'll be the first quintuple A game. And then it will be even worse than fucking Skull and Bones.
I fucking love Beyond Good and Evil 1. Like, that shit was amazing. And then they're like, we're gonna do something new with 2. I'm like, you don't need to do that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still looked good, what they had. But like, you didn't need to go through all that effort. Like, you could have just made a thing like Beyond Good and Evil 1.
I vaguely remember playing Beyond Good and Evil 1, and I thought it was good at the time, but
it doesn't hold up well.
Anything about it. Yeah.
It graphically, it doesn't hold up well. Like,
well, I mean, not even graphically. Like, I don't even remember anything about the story.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do, but that's because I've been for 8 years, I was just like, are they gonna say anything about it? Are they gonna say anything about it? And so I was just like mildly obsessed with it every year for E3.
Man, the only game I'm looking forward to is Monster Hunter World or Wild.
I've never been able to get into a Monster Hunter game.
Oh man, I'm ready for it.
You mean Wilds?
Yeah, Wilds.
The new one? Yeah.
All I know is that it's an absolute travesty. I have to get through the entire Elden Ring DLC in a week.
Yeah, see, I'm not even gonna do that, man. I'm gonna hold off on it and
play it after.
Focus on Final Fantasy. But Iris is big into Dark Souls games, and that was one of her issues. Like, one of the things that was kind of making her hesitant on joining the group too was because she really wanted to focus more on Elden Ring, the DLC. But she's like, oh, I'll do it.
I mean, at launch, the most we're gonna do is we're gonna be questing, buddy. We got lore to get through, and then at some point we're doing EXs.
Yeah, we gotta do the EX. Gotta farm them out.
Yeah.
I bought Elden Ring, but I put in a grand total of 30 minutes into the game.
Oh man. Yeah, you gotta press yourself, and once you get into it, you're into it.
It's not even that. It's that I have to run the widescreen fix because I can't play it on my monitor.
You can't play online. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind playing it offline. That's not a huge deal. I don't care about that. I actually kind of prefer it, so it's like I can't be fucked with, which is fine. But it's
You know
still
what?
like that app freaks me
Do
out.
that and play with the seamless co-op too. That is fucking fun. If you have a buddy playing it with you in seamless co-op, man. Oh,
Literally, the only reason why I got into Souls games was Elden Ring. I beat Dark Souls 1, I beat Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2, I could literally beat right now, but I'm doing the DLCs.
You don't want to play Dark Souls 2 anyway.
I mean, true. The best part is that I'm power stance and great swords.
Dark Souls 2.
True Fury Warrior mindset.
Yep. What was I gonna say? Oh, the EXs. The EXs really aren't gonna be an issue. We'll probably kill them in, you know, like one lockout, 1 or 2 lockouts. They're super fucking easy. They ain't nothing as hard as what we were just doing. None of them are. They're
Hey
about
man,
the
I'm
same
still
as like a
stuck
fucking.
with and throwing a flashbang in my eyes every 5 minutes. Or like every 5 seconds, okay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it is. It's easy.
Let me find the meme.
And that's normal too. The flashbang thing, you're gonna see it on every fucking fight.
Well,
they like to wipe that screen out like for every fucking mechanic.
Yeah.
Even the Dawn Trail login screen is gonna be a flashbang now. Like,
I think they
straight up.
said they were gonna adjust that a little bit.
I hope so. Holy shit, man. Like, it's okay to have like a white screen, but holy shit, you don't gotta go like sun burning bright white, you know?
Yeah.
Man, my controller took a shit like a few days ago, so I've been waiting on my new one so I can continue prepping my character for the DLC for Elden Ring. I got bosses to kill, man. I have to kill Melania again. It's gonna be pain.
What controller you play with? Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm a lot more of a fan of like Xbox based controllers.
No. See, the answer is always Logitech.
Logitech, yeah.
Mad Cats.
But one of the issues,
is
like
where it's at.
The classic.
Like on PC, like a lot of games don't have the like, even if like Steam supports the PlayStation controller, they don't have the graphics for the PlayStation controller on the game itself. It's kind of. I think Elden Ring is one of those games where it doesn't have the PlayStation controller buttons.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It doesn't. I use PlayStation for it, and it's really fucking annoying.
Ike, you are an enigma who played this game. This motherfucker didn't know Radon rode a horse.
I didn't know motherfucker rode a horse.
Well, does he really ride it? I mean, like, he sits on top of it with gravity magic, right?
Well, that's the thing, right? Because he is a master of gravity magic, he just like makes him light enough for the horse to actually move him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll stick to Noita.
I have never been able to figure out what the fuck that game is.
It is a wizard death simulator.
Nice.
It's
Go
basically.
on.
So It's a 2D roguelike. Technically roguelike. You do unlock other stuff. But anyways, so it's roguelite or like I don't remember. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. But anyways, you load into the game at the entrance to this cave. You have 2 wands in your inventory, 1 potion. You can hold 4 wands and 4 items, and then you have to get to the bottom. Between each level, you have a sacred mountain, which allows you to like have a shop. You have a health upgrade. You get a free perk, and then you can like modify your wands. And you have to build wands that like with spells that you've either found or cannibalized from other wands, and use them as your weapons to like get farther down. And you can create some crazy ass shit with it. Like there's a spell called Touch of Gold, which if you cast the spell from the wand, you will die, because what it does is it puts a circle around you, around where the spell starts. There's a radius around it, and everything in that radius turns to gold, including yourself. So you have to actually like get a spell with a trigger or a timer, so then you could be like, all right, I'm gonna fire this spell off first, so then the next spell in the wand will fire off after it, and that'll be the circle of gold, and that means all this rock that I'm hitting off in the middle of nowhere will turn into gold dust that I can then pick up and have more money. That's kind of the whole premise of the game, is just building wands, seeing how far you can go, finding all the secrets and shit. It's just, I don't know, it's just fun to me. And I am dog shit at it.
It's always the games that like that was fun.
Because you have to learn. That's why it's fun.
But the game itself will fuck you up sometimes, because so the guy who, or I don't know if it's a single developer or team, but it's an indie studio from Finland, I think. But they made the engine for the game, and in the engine, every single pixel can react with other pixels. So like,
oh god.
So you'll find these puddles. Let's see if I can find one. But you'll find a puddle of like toxic sludge, and you'll be like, "Oh man, I can't go in there. It'll poison me." But if you have if you can get some water into the toxic sludge, you'll dilute it and turn that toxic sludge into more water. And so there's like alchemy inside of it as well. And then there's like, so you can spread oil all over the place, like over a wooden plank, and then like fire will catch the oil on fire, which will then catch the wood on fire, which will dissolve away and turn into steam and smoke. And it's very in-depth in its complexity. And then like every game seed you have, there's a combination of 3 potions that you can mix together to make alchemical base. I don't remember the exact name of it. Basically, you make the Philosopher's Stone with alchemy in the game, but it's random each time you play the game.
Gotcha.
Alright, gamers. I would take off.
Okay, later, yo.
I
Toodles.
later.